Hey guys, and welcome to the base review video of my first order dam base on the same planet, which also it's the same planet which also is the Starkiller base on. I think there's no name for it, so that's why I have to describe it like that, but I think you know what I mean in Force Awakens. And let's start with this story. So basically, as you can see, resistance troopers are attacking the base or the dam, or both, to be honest, or from all sides, and they want to take it over so they can use the water that is stored in the dam to flood the valley, which you can see around there, which obviously is a bit bigger than this little part you can see there. So they can, with that, they want to block reinforcement troops of the First Order, so they have more easier game to, you know, take over the Starkiller base and destroy everything. So yeah, that's about the story pretty quickly. And let's start with the landscape around here. So as you can see, we have snow and some sort of green vegetation. I use dark green for that, and we have a lot of trees there, which are pretty cool, I think. I got the technique from somebody on Flickr. I think he's linked in the description, or he should be. And yeah, I really like these trees, I love them. And as you can see, I used many different colors. I used red, I think it's olive green, normal green, and they're pretty cool. And also put on some white parts in it. Originally I wanted to, you know, use these leaves in white, so that would have been better a bit, so I could like mix it, use the white leaves and then the red leaves or green leaves or whatever. But the thing was about that, I couldn't use it because I didn't get them, because on Bricklink they're quite expensive. Some of you will know I didn't find anything in Germany, so I didn't use that, so I took this solution, which is pretty good too, I think. It looks pretty good. And yeah, as you can see on the ground with some details, I used some, I think, wedge plates they're called, and some slopes, just as usual. I think that's my first base with snow landscape. I'm not quite sure, but I think it's one of my first base in the last 2 years that used snow. I think I did 1 or 2 bases before that had some snow in it. I think that one is the first one last 2 years, so it's pretty cool. And as you can see, we have this big tube coming out of the dam, because basically when I built the dam, I really looked at how they look in real life, you know, but I also wanted to make it look Star Wars-ish, if you can say it like that. So like make it look a bit more sci-fi than like a normal dam, and mainly with details, but also with this huge tube, because normally water, when you have a dam, it's just coming out of, you know, things like there or something there, but not with it such a big tube. So I thought that was a pretty cool idea, and looks really like could look in Star Wars, on Clone Wars or somewhere. So I think that's pretty cool. And as you can see, there's also some interior in it. First we have this little water going down there, so some water coming out of it, and it's freezing there, so that's why I put these transparent plates there. And in the inside we have a trooper, which should not lie in the lie in the water there, but anyways, you see these two. You can see they can walk on these dark bluish grey plates here. That's like mainly for maintenance purposes. So there's also 2 doors I show you from the outside later. And at the back here we have this, I think, turbines, you can call them, where the water's coming out, and as you can see, there's some water's coming out of there. And we have some glass bricks. And before you guys wonder why I put glass in there, basically mainly I had the idea to explain how to show you the back of the base. As you can see, there's glass too. So my main idea was that light is coming from there to there, so the tube is a bit more, you know, that light is coming through, shining through the tube, which would be cool. But basically I destroyed this purpose with putting in water, or basically Lego water. So these bricks, I put them all in there. So I thought because they're transparent they wouldn't block so much light, but they did. So there's not much light coming from there. If you would use a flashlight, maybe you could see some light there, but it's alright. I mean, as you can see, if I put my camera in here, I think you can see everything pretty good, so it's alright. So let's go to this side so I can also show you the little door there. Basically here we have a group of Snowtroopers and Stormtroopers, which are obviously fighting against the resistance troopers there. And there's this little door. As you can see, there's a ladder going up there, and it's also closable, as you can see. So obviously when water's coming through, they don't want the water to push out there, because this would destroy the whole tube. So that's why it's closable. I think it looks pretty cool, especially when it's closed. I think it looks pretty cool. I really like that. Yeah, at the top of the tube we have some snow parts on there lying around. Obviously not too much, because the tube is always heated a bit up, so the water is not freezing in the tube in there. So like there's some heating in there. That's why there's not too much snow on there, and also on the dam. And there's a trooper shooting down on the resistance troopers. I honestly have to say I really like them. First, I thought they're pretty not good, to be honest, but especially because they have these like little, I think you could call them visors or something. You know, you can flap up, and they have pretty nice helmets, to be honest. And the rest of the figure is not that cool, but the helmet is pretty decent. Anyways, I think, yeah, I showed you pretty much everything on the ground here, so let's come closer to the dam itself. Basically we have these plates here. I really like them. I don't know, they give the whole thing a bit like a rough look, bit more, yeah, as again Star Wars-ish, because normal dams, they just have how you say, ooh, I don't know, I know the word but I'm missing it. I know, but they have like, you know, what you use for building houses, stuff like that, and they don't have details to, like, let's put it like that. They don't have such details on them. It's just plain wall going up hundreds of meters. That's how most dams look, because why should they have details? Obviously sometimes they have some tubes going out, as I said, so they can push the water through, but they're not very detailed or something like that. So I really try to make it look very sci-fi like, with using these plates and stuff like that and detailing them, because if I just wanted to make it look realistic, I could just like use plain bricks, maybe some, you know, structure like that, like you can see here, but after that I could just use plain bricks. But I wanted to make it look like it would look in Star Wars and Clone Wars, so I think these plates, using the use of the plates here, pretty much fits in and makes it look pretty cool. I also used some white plates there to make, you know, so there's some snow on it and some details, but not too much. On the bottom we have this slopes, obviously, so it gives a nice slopey look, as you can see, especially when you look from it like that, because most dams, they're not going up like that. They have some little, how do you say, I don't know, but some little thing like that, and I think you know what I mean. So most times they look like that, and obviously most times they're curved, just because I think it's some sort of thing to do with the pressure on it, so it's more not on two spots or something like that. Anyways, here are some nice details. As you can see on the bottom, looks pretty good. I think I reminded myself when I used these, I looked at the dam, and I think these things were pretty similar. They were used to push out the water, so you could think of that, but mainly they use this tube, obviously. And yeah, let's go upstairs now. Let's go up to the top of the dam with all of the water. So as you can see, we have some cliff, some rocks going around of the dam. What's going on with the focus? I don't know. Let's put it into manual. So as you can see, we have some rocks there. I used some tiles on the top. I just thought, obviously it's not realistic, but I just thought it looks really cool somehow. It just looks good in my opinion. Obviously the rocks would go further, or there would be some space there, maybe some green or something like that. If I would put them up a bit further, if I built more, but I decided to use this solution because I think it looks the best. with the tiles. I don't know, it gives it a very clean look, like some sort of diorama or something. Some yeah, some model or something. Yeah, so here we have, oh, where is it? Oh, yeah, it is. Just fall off. So there we have two. Now it's, great. It's a bit flimsy. Okay, let's put him there. So there we have two. Oh yeah, okay, great. So there we have two First Order troopers. One with a bazooka or something, and one, I think it's called First Order crew member, something like that. Some sort of, just call him commander something. He looks like that, and they're shooting down, obviously. Not on the two, but on the resistance troopers there. And yeah, what I really like about the base, and what was something I really wanted to implement, was this little pathway here going around the whole thing. Originally, I wanted to build a bit more and build some. I think I wanted to build a house in there, not a house, but some sort of place where they could go in, also for maintenance and something like that. But I just didn't have the space. I thought about making the base bigger, but I tried it, but it didn't look good. I think this is the perfect size. So for this MOC, otherwise I would have made it big in both, in all dimensions. So that's how it looks really good. Anyways, so yeah, here we have some. This thing is just to show them how much water is in this, how deep it is. So there's some, can measure that. And there was some cool thing. This is also again a turbine, and basically this is something you normally don't see when you have a dam. So when you have a dam, this is something why you shouldn't swim, on a dam without asking somebody that's working there. I don't know, but I don't know how it's handled in your country. But anyways, that's come sort of risk because you don't see them naturally. These things open, so there's like some sort of, I think there are videos on YouTube of people swimming in there. Anyways, it's like when they open this, when they turn on the turbines, the water is sucked in and pushed out of the dam so they get energy. Basically, there's this big holes in the water created. I don't know the exact word. I even watched a YouTube video yesterday, but I forgot the word for it. I think maybe you know what I mean. Anyways, this is pretty dangerous because you get sucked in and into the turbine. Anyways, obviously, that's what I wanted to try with that, because I wanted to make it look Star Wars-ish, but I also wanted to make it look realistic and make it realistic. So that's why we also have this big part here where I put in this whole thing is hollow and filled with studs. Honestly, you can see that. I really wanted to make it look like a real, how it would be like in a model of Lego, something for a realistic dam. And that's why this thing, well, it's a little turbine, you can spin it, and it's quite cool. Took me a long time to figure out how to do it and how it looks cool, because it's, as you can see, it's sturdy. And the thing about it is, it wasn't that easy, because as you can see, I could put my finger in here, I could put my whole hand in here if I would have space, because as I said, this thing is completely filled with the studs. So that's why it was quite hard to make everything pretty sturdy. As you can see, you can move it, it's not just attached there, it's pretty sturdy. And I really like it, it looks good and gives it a more realistic feel. And there was some little, I think it's a mortar something from Clone Army Customs. Haven't used it yet. This, I think, the first MOC I used it, because it's not Star Wars themed. I think it's World War II something, but it's pretty cool though. And I just use it because it fits so perfectly on there, on this little pathway. So yeah, I think that's about this part. So let's push the base a bit and to show you the interior. Okay, here we go. So let's start on the left side. Here we have a piece of water that's not meant to be there, and here basically there's like some weapon and crate holder together, which is quite a cool invention, to be honest, because it holds up to 8 weapons. Let's focus that for you. It holds up to 8 weapons, and a lot of crates. You could put on 4 crates. You could put on 8 if you want. This would be a bit unrealistic, but 4 is a good way, because you can stack them up, and it's looking pretty cool. And there we have again a crew member. These things, as I said, I wanted to make this thing look realistic. So when I built this, interior, I really want to make it look like it would maybe look in Star Wars dam. So I looked at real dams and I used Star Wars elements. So I had this really cool wall here, which is pretty detailed, as you can see, with tons of detail on the wall. Pretty neat. And here we have these round things. They should like be generators, you know, because they obviously use the dam for energy, so they're generators on the wall, basically inside the wall to be more accurate. And on the top we have some lights. And on the right side we have the same thing on this wall, as you can see, and on the wall we have some detail, obviously other details, but still pretty cool. And a door, so you have to think that the base will, you know, go further than the mountain, so they have would have more space, because obviously after some time it will flatten down, because otherwise they wouldn't have enough space obviously for the water, which would be pretty dumb, because that's what the dam is for. And no, this is not a double-decker couch from the Lego movie. I know it's not. Basically it looks like that, to be honest, but this was not my intention. This should be a bed, and now it's a double-decker couch. I know, I admit it looks like a double-decker couch. I can't, honestly. I had this, somebody told me that on MOC pages, and I had the same when I first saw it. After a while, and I think I watched the Lego movie 2 days ago, and then I got to think, hey, that looks exactly like my bed. And to be honest, it looks like that. The double, it's not exactly, but it's pretty similar to the double-decker couch, just because it has this, you know, couch lookish thing, and now it's broken. Oh, come on. Anyways, my main idea behind this was that I have some sort of, because normally in all these Lego beds, especially when you have like beds with, you know, that are stacked up, it's quite, from my point of view, it's quite unrealistic, because normally you have some sort of security thing so they don't fall off. That's what I wanted to reach with this, I don't know how you call it, but you know what I mean, with this couchy thing there. So it looks like a couch, so this bit like, so they can, the clones or whatever troopers can lean on there, so it's a bit more realistic, but it ended up looking like a couch. Anyways, I like it, I still love it, it's my couch. So anyways, yeah, but please don't remind me all the time in the comments. I know it looks like that. And yeah, I think that's it. I really like the interior, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. Obviously there's not too much space for putting in crazy awesome stuff, but I think I did a good job on detailing everything. And yeah, I think that's it for this video. I talked a lot, hopefully not too much. And yeah, if you like this base, if you like the video, give a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel. Somewhere's the button, I think downstairs or down here, down the video, both free. And yeah, thanks for watching, have a good day, have a good night whenever you're watching this video, and we'll see us in the next one.